Most people think emperors only knew how to wage war and build monuments. But what if I told you their real power, the force that built and sustained massive empires, came from their money strategy? The same thinking that conquered continents can help you grow your income, multiply your money, and escape financial struggle today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply the financial mindset of the greatest emperors directly to your modern life, step by step. You don't need a crown to live like an emperor. You need a system. The most powerful rulers in history didn't just work harder. They thought smarter. Their financial habits built empires, and those same habits can help you build your own personal wealth in today's world. So, if you're ready to stop feeling financially stressed and start thinking like a ruler, stay with me. First, let's talk about Genghis Khan, the great conqueror. His real genius wasn't just on the battlefield. It was in his economic model. Genghis Khan didn't rely on one source of wealth. He controlled the Silk Road, one of the most lucrative trade routes in history. He collected taxes from conquered territories. He controlled vast lands and all the resources they contained. This diversification is why his empire expanded so incredibly fast. He had multiple streams of wealth flowing into his treasury, making it resilient and powerful. Now, let's apply this to modern life. If you only rely on one job for your income, you are financially fragile. One layoff, one company downturn, and your entire financial world could collapse. That's a weak position. To build real security, you need to think like a conqueror and build multiple streams of income. This isn't as complicated as it sounds. You can start by learning a high-income skill in your spare time, like video editing, copywriting, or coding. These skills are in huge demand, and you can start freelancing with them. You could also start a small online business, like an e-commerce store or a content creation brand. Or maybe you prefer a more passive approach, like long-term investing in stocks, ETFs, or even crypto. Another powerful method is creating digital products. Think about ebooks, design themes, or useful templates. You create them once, and they can generate income for years. Here's a simple action step you can take today, right after this video. Open a notes app on your phone or grab a piece of paper. Write down 3 skills you already have or are interested in learning that you could monetize. Don't overthink it. It could be anything from graphic design to personal training to social media management. Now, pick the one that seems easiest to start with. Your mission is to spend just 30 minutes every day learning how to turn that skill into a real source of income. That's the first step to building your financial empire. Next up, let's learn from Augustus Caesar, the first Roman emperor. He inherited a republic in chaos and transformed it into a stable, prosperous empire that lasted for centuries. How did he do it? By creating strong, stable systems. Augustus organized a fair tax system, built roads to facilitate trade, and established long-term planning for the empire's finances. This structure allowed Rome to grow and thrive without collapsing under its own weight. His secret was organization and planning. Let's look at the modern application. Most people operate without any real money system. Their finances are chaotic. Money comes in from a paycheck, and it goes out randomly on bills, food, and impulse buys. There's no structure, no plan. This is financial fragility. To build wealth, you need a clear system, and you can start with a simple one that you can copy right away, the 50-30-20ths rule. It's incredibly effective. 50% of your after-tax income goes to your absolute needs, things like housing, utilities, groceries, and transportation. 30% is for your wants, dining out, entertainment, hobbies, and shopping. The final, and most important, 20% is for your future. This portion goes directly into savings and investments. It's the money that will work for you. To make this even more powerful, automate it. Open a separate savings or investment account that's harder to access than your daily checking account. Then, set up an automatic transfer for that 20% to move into your savings account the day you get paid. This way, you save first, and you don't have to rely on willpower. Your system does the work for you. Here's an action step for this section. For the next 7 days, track every single dollar you spend, write it all down. At the end of the week, review your spending and find at least one unnecessary cost you can cut. Maybe it's a subscription you don't use or a daily coffee run. Cut it, and immediately redirect that money into your savings or investment account. This small act builds the habit of an emperor. Now, let's move to one of the wealthiest individuals in all of history, Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire. His wealth was legendary, but people often miss the real source of his power. He wasn't just rich because he had a lot of gold. He was powerful because he owned the gold mines. He owned the source of the wealth. This is a critical distinction. Owning the asset that produces wealth gave him massive, long-term control and a virtually endless supply of riches. The modern application here is a game changer. Most people are stuck chasing cash flow, primarily through a salary. You trade your time for money. Rich people, on the other hand, focus on building and acquiring assets. Assets are things that make money for you even when you're not actively working. They are your modern-day gold mines. Examples of modern assets are all around you. Dividend-paying stocks are a classic example. Companies pay you just for owning a piece of them. Rental properties generate monthly cash flow. Even a YouTube channel or a blog that earns ad revenue is an asset. Digital courses, software tools, and ebooks are also powerful assets that can generate income while you sleep. The key is to shift your mindset from how can I earn more money to how can I build or buy more assets. Here's your action step. Start with one asset. Don't get overwhelmed. It can be as simple as creating a YouTube channel about a topic you love, or buying your very first share of a dividend-paying stock, even if it's just one, or spending a weekend creating a simple digital product, like a planner or a checklist, and putting it up for sale online. The goal is to own something that works for you. That is the Mansa Musa mindset. All these great emperors, from Khan to Caesar to Musa, shared a common mindset. This is the core lesson you must copy. First, they played the long game. They weren't focused on next week's party. They were planning for the next decade, the next century. They understood that true wealth is built over time. Second, they invested before they consumed. They built roads, aqueducts, and armies before they built extravagant palaces for themselves. They put their resources into things that would generate future returns. Third, they built systems instead of chasing shortcuts. They knew that reliable structures were more powerful than any get-rich-quick scheme. And finally, they surrounded themselves with strong, intelligent people, advisors, generals, and administrators who were experts in their fields. The modern application is direct and powerful. Stop spending money to impress people who don't care about your future. Start investing to protect your own future. Shift your thinking from days and weeks to years and decades. Where do you want to be financially in 10 years? Start making decisions today that will get you there, and level up your circle. You are the average of the people you spend the most time with. Follow financially smart people online. Read books by successful investors. Join communities of people who are also trying to build wealth. Absorb their mindset. So how do you put all this together? Here is a simple, practical Emperor's financial plan you can start this week. It's a 7-day challenge. Day 1, the audit. Write down your current monthly income and all your monthly expenses. You need to know where you stand. Day 2, the skill. Choose one new skill to learn that you can monetize, just like we discussed earlier. Spend 30 minutes on it. Day 3, the first investment. Start saving or investing a small amount. It could be $5. The amount doesn't matter. The habit does. Open that savings account or brokerage account. Day 4, the asset hunt. Spend 30 minutes researching one passive income idea that interests you. Just learn about it. Day 5, the zero spend day. For one day, spend zero money on anything that isn't an absolute necessity. Break the habit of casual spending. Day 6, the review. Look back at your week. What did you learn? Where did you succeed? What can you fix? Fine-tune your plan. Day 7, the blueprint. Plan your financial goals for the next week. Set a savings target or a learning goal. You don't need to be born royal to become wealthy. What you need is discipline, a solid structure, and long-term thinking. The emperors of the past built empires through strategy. You can build your financial freedom using the very same mindset. It all starts with the decision to think and act like a ruler of your own financial destiny. Thank you for watching. If you found this valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more strategies to build your wealth. Let me know in the comments which emperor's lesson resonated with you the most. See you in the next video.